Welcome back to the goo. Welcome back to the goo. Welcome back to the goo.
This ain't right. No, this is not
Welcome
right.
back to the Soup's out dancing.
No, he's not at all. He looks quite upset, really.
I can save this.
Oh, here we go. Music Man. Oh, there we go. Now I'm happy. Is there a wasp nest under your fucking piano? What the fuck is that? What the hell is that?
I heard that too, but I was like thinking it was this. I was like, oh damn, did this come loose again?
I know, that's why I was like, is my headphones messing up?
I gotta. Why is your piano clipping? How does that even happen?
No, I got a new keyboard. It's the Roland Phantom, and for some reason, like the load up preset has this underneath it. It's like a pad underneath the piano, and when you hit it hard, it's like.
I hate that.
I don't know why that's what happens when you boot it up, but that's what you were hearing.
Is it like phantom powered or something? You gotta let it like warm up or some shit?
No.
It's got tubes in it.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's like
Put
a
it on standby.
fully digital meme. But that was good.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was a very interesting
Welcome
intro
back.
Yeah, that
for
was
sure.
not great. Didn't love that intro.
Sorry.
I give that like a 6.5.
Well,
Dude, I have those same cups. I have those
They're great.
same.
I don't know where I got them. I took them from my mom when I moved out.
I don't know where I
Nice.
got mine either, but I have those same ones. That's
Did you
weird.
take them from your mom when you moved out? Although I do also have these cups.
Actually,
I already drank
I think
this.
I
I
have
used
those.
to have those. I used to have those. I actually
I
robbed
feel like
someone for mine,
everybody
though.
has one of these cups in their home. And
Yeah.
they're NPC cups.
You don't know where they come
Yeah.
from. They just show up. They're
no,
just there.
No, I don't think I've purchased either of those cups.
Nope.
Like I have like regular ones that are just like straight glass, and I remember buying those. But yeah, these ones are just mystery cups. They just show up. They're like random forks or spoons or like knives where they
Yeah.
just don't match the set you bought, and you're just like, I don't know,
Where
but
the
I'm gonna use it anyway.
Where'd this shit come from? Yeah.
Yeah, somebody could have stabbed somebody with this spork, and I'm just gonna eat Chinese food with it. And that's okay.
I
with me.
personally like having random utensils and cups and oddities and trinkets and knickknacks.
Rather than the perfect set of china to eat
Yeah.
on every night. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
buy
I've never
milk and they
understood
taste
why
China on
people obsess over China.
China.
it. I don't know. Donald Trump fucking loves fine china. I'll tell you that. Talks about it a lot. Big collection, probably.
I could never go around with a little plate under a fucking mug and drink and then have to wash
yeah.
both of those dishes.
Both, yeah. You're literally just
like-
adding more work for yourself.
Yeah, I like the pretentious people who are like, I have this short fork for my salad and my slightly longer fork for my meat. It's like, just pick a fork, bro. One
The
fork.
worst is like, if you go to like nice restaurants like Italian or steakhouse or whatever the fuck it is, dude, the amount of waste they have just on like plates, knives, forks, spoons, whatever it is, they will bring you like there's one restaurant in Toronto and I love it, so I'm not gonna shit on it publicly. It's a great restaurant, but they you sit down, big plate in front of you. You're like, surely they're just gonna put my steak on this big plate here. You sit down, they talk to you, they ask you what you want to drink, you say what you want to drink, they take your plates. They give you new plates after you order a drink.
Do they expect you to pour your drink on the plate and fucking slurp it off
There
of there?
must be there must be some drink
you
that
sit down and just fucking tap the plate a bunch with your greasy little digits. I don't know. They take it, and I'm like, all right, maybe it's a decorative plate. I don't know. Maybe they're just weird. Sure.
Maybe
they
it's a
take
plate
it,
for holographic meatloaf.
They bring out another plate for appetizer and like 6 forks for each appetizer you order, because apparently you're too good to just use one fork and fucking
can't
I don't know,
cross-contaminate.
use your mouth or something, like a towel that they provide you with. I don't know.
Are you like 3 years
But,
old?
yeah,
I can't have
literally,
my
like,
foods touch.
a full dinner there is probably 10 to 12 plates. Like, actually,
Damn.
they just do not stop switching them out. They will bring you a knife, and I'm like, this is a steak knife. This is for steak that's coming. Steak comes, boom, take that knife. They bring out a box, open it for you. They're like, pick your knife from here. It's like, what was wrong with that knife? Why do I have to pick a new one? I don't know. It's so bizarre that restaurants do that. That poor dishwasher. Like, actually, that'd be an easy job. You just sit there and pretend to wash perfectly clean plates for like 6 hours a night. It's not that bad, I guess.
No. That's That's crazy, bro. I've never been to a place like that.
Yeah, me
Really?
either. Not that many dishes, no.
No.
All right. Well, if you guys ever come to Toronto, I'm taking you to the place where you get a new plate after you order your drink, because
is there like a
ordering a drink might get messy. I don't know.
Is there like a secret menu drink where they actually will come and pour it in your plate? There's
No.
like one drink
No.
that just no one ever orders.
Flat
Nothing.
drink.
Yeah.
No. Actually, they do a cool bread thing, but that's like
I like cool
sure
bread
it's
things.
after drinks. Yeah, it's after drinks anyway, so I don't even know what the fucking initial plate is for. But yeah, the bread thing is cool. They have never made the same type of bread twice. Like they will always make like a brioche or like something basic like that. Like the loaf will be the same, but then they'll like dress it differently every single day. So I don't know whose job that is, but they got to be creative as hell. So like the last time I went in, they made like a French onion bread, which actually banged. It was super good.
Sounds
And then one time I went in, it was like fried scallop bread, like all sorts of random things, and they just do it every day. It's wild.
The French did not invent French toast.
Is that true? Is that true?
I don't know.
They tried to
they didn't
name a lot
invent-
of foods after themselves. So
Yeah, French fries. Those are
French frogs.
What is it? I think those are Belgian, if I remember correctly. French fries. Pretty sure they're Belgian.
those bitches.
Yeah, they're just stealing everything.
It's been a while since I've had a good fry.
I had good fries the other day. Like a twice fried or 3 times fried fry.
Ooh, like
Those
well
go-
That's
done.
a thing?
Kind of crispy.
Yeah, so like usually they'll like it's usually a thicker fry. I don't know if you might be able to do a shoestring.
Like a steak
Um,
cut fry?
Yeah, but they'll like fry it, and then once it's completely like cooked, they'll usually add like a little extra batter or like stick a little whatever the fuck, put it back in the batter or something around the outside, and then they'll fry it again, and it'll just be like extra crunchy and crispy. It's so good, bro. They're like 10 out of 10. Like, have you ever had a fry where the outside's like flaky? Like you could literally like peel off like flakes. That's like a double.
That's how you know
got
you're getting the
shingles.
good shit. Yeah.
Fry
Yeah,
has
yeah.
shingles on it.
If your fry has scabs on it that you can peel off, it's a good fry.
Yeah. It looks like
Speaking
it's
of-
disintegrating. It's good.
What are you guys' opinions on Arby's fries?
I fuck with them.
The
That's
curly
the only
ones?
thing from that's the only thing
Yeah.
from Arby's. But the thing is,
Did you guys hear the news? Real quick, did you hear the news about
No.
Arby's?
No.
What?
Okay, let me pull this up so I make sure I'm getting my
Okay.
Okay,
information.
Fact check.
bro. The problem is all curly fries taste like that. So it's like I don't know. It's not specifically Arby's
All right.
that makes a decent curly fry.
There was a dead body found in an Arby's freezer at an Arby's
What?
restaurant in Louisiana.
What?
Yeah,
Okay,
I got
is
dude,
there more to
so many people tagged me in this shit. I don't know why.
Why?
I got tagged in so like every article that was posted, people just kept tagging me. I guess they wanted me to bring it up on the podcast, and I was like, I have to tell everyone about this because it's fucking wild.
How does that like? Is there any other info? Like, it was a body there for like 3 months? Was it like, did a guy die going back there?
All right, well, I'm reading this off of TMZ, so I mean, this
Oh,
could
boy.
be
Okay.
completely incorrect, but
Nonsense. Yeah.
according to KADN News 15, around 6:30 Thursday night, an employee walked inside the freezer's or restaurant's freezer, discovered the lifeless body of a female.
Okay.
At this point, it's not known how long the woman was in the freezer. However, investigators believe it was an accident.
Oh, what?
How do you just accidentally? Oh yeah, no, I left my grandma in the freezer at Arby's. My bad. Whoopsies.
It's like the damn SpongeBob episode where he accidentally gets locked in the freezer or whatever.
We know where the roast beef comes from.
And
It's
where?
old woman thigh.
Yep.
I just want to know, like, how long was that body back there in the freezer, and how long were employees going back there and grabbing shit to cook? And there's
Yeah,
just
like not noticing. Like,
Which I
does
guess is
nobody
not
turn
the
on
worst.
The light in the free-
I guess it's not
if,
the
if
worst
I'm gonna put a
thing.
body anywhere, yeah. Like if I'm gonna have to pick a body to be anywhere in my home, I'd prefer it to be a freezer, I guess.
Yeah,
right,
it
like
ain't gonna
at
reach.
least, it's not really contaminating anything because it's just frozen solid.
Yeah, but you got
Yeah,
a corpse
still.
next to the Arby's beef, which is already questionable.
Dude, that's probably. I was gonna say that's probably better than what the Arby's beef normally is next to. Like,
It's
like
it's
at least you
gaining
know what
quality.
it is. Yeah, you know what's on that corpse. That's just a corpse. You don't know what the fuck going on in Arby's normally.
Bro,
That
somebody
is
might have.
bizarre.
Somebody could have been served human sandwich at that Arby's.
Yeah.
Dude, but I think the worst part of that though is like, what if somebody just like what if that was like an employee? Your last bits of memory and life are you panicking because you're stuck in the Arby's freezer for
Yeah.
minimum wage.
Yep,
That
that's
is-
how you go out. You die.
is
you
actual hell.
freeze to death in an Arby's.
Amongst the
Restaurant.
mystery meat.
Mhm.
Yep.
Dude, that's got to be the word. Like,
I would start
drowning,
taking all the
burning to
roast
death,
beef and like wrapping it around my
covering
body.
yourself.
Yeah.
Eventually, it'd be
It's
warm
like
enough
the
inside the
forest
roast beef.
armor. Just putting that
Yeah.
shit on your arms.
Why? Like, how is there not like a fail-safe thing for the freezer? How
So
is there
there
not
is
like
on
a?
freezers, like there any remotely modern freezer there is to prevent that from happening. There's like
Yeah.
usually there's most of them are like this big white like circle thing and you press it in. It's like the top of a dome and you press that in and like usually open the freezer. Like that's on like almost every modern freezer I've ever been into. Like I don't understand how that maybe that was their idea of suicide. They just thought they didn't deserve to live and that's how they should go out. Just
Well,
in an Arby's freezer.
The article says it's not suspected as a homicide. Like they believe it was an accident. I don't know. Like
that's got to be a suicide. There's no way. How you accidentally freeze to
Dude,
death, man?
I don't know, man.
I mean,
That
if I
sounds
had to pick
awful.
one restaurant to kill myself inside of though, it's got to be Arby's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty legendary.
Like if I'm picking a restaurant to just take myself out, I don't know. It's got to be Arby's, I think.
But a freezer? I feel like that's fucking awful.
And
Yeah,
slow
no, you're just like
as
suffering.
shit.
Yeah, that is slow. That is very
You
slow.
just
Well, maybe they were
slowly-
like unsure.
Get cold and it gets dark.
I'm gonna look it up. How long does it take to freeze to death? How long
In a
does
freezer.
In a-
Well, so it'd be
right.
like, what is a freezer temp? Like minus,
death?
I don't know.
Something. It's
I
cold.
know my freezer at home is like -5, I think, or something. I don't
Yeah.
even know.
Something around, probably like -13 or something around there. I feel like
Death
is
can
what I
occur
normally
in
see on them.
under an hour if conditions are dangerous enough.
Okay, well that's like probably saying like if you're on the top
That's
of a
saying
mountain with your cock and
sub-zero
balls out.
temperatures. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it
Sub-zero.
takes
Well, I
longer
imagine a
than that.
freezer is sub-zero. Okay, let's find out.
How
Hold
cold
on.
is an
I'm gonna look up-
industrial freezer?
I'm gonna look up how
freezer
cold
temperature.
is a. Yeah, there we go. We'll do
0
that.
degrees Fahrenheit or
Alright,
negative
okay,
18
so minus
Celsius.
18 Celsius. Okay.
What the fuck is a Celsius?
How long does it take to freeze?
How many
to
Kelvin is
death
that?
At
About 32.
18 C.
Yeah, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, how long would
This
you?
is useless. Hold on.
How long could a human survive? Probably just depends on your height and weight and shit too. I imagine.
Yeah, I would.
More
If
of
you're
you
a
to
big-
freeze, but it's a
big
tiny
fella,
woman.
Yeah. Okay, this means nothing, but this is a wild fact. Apparently, in certain places in like northern Canada, even in where is it? What state is that? God, that's the right
You
page.
just got flashbanged.
I did just get flashbang. I don't know where it went, but some states, people have died of freezing in less than 5 minutes.
Oh my
That's fucking
god. Are you on the
insane.
fucking surface of the moon? How does that happen?
Yeah, the coldness of space.
It was literally showing a picture of a state. I click on the article. No more pictures of states.
Isn't it true though, like hypothermia, you can tell if it's setting in by your thumb and pinky? Isn't that like a thing? If you can't touch your thumb to your pinky, it means you're getting too cold.
Really?
Like
I
what?
didn't
You're
know
too
that.
stiff?
I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
hypothermia would be kind of like an obvious one where you're like, wow, I'm really cold. And then
You would think
like, at
so,
that
but
point-
I feel like if you're in a really cold area of the world and you're sort of used to it, you're probably not really aware.
Yeah.
You're kind
Right.
of
Well,
just adjusted
there's-
to how cold it is, and you're just not paying attention.
So there's a weird thing with when you're freezing to death too, that you're so cold that your body will feel hot.
Right.
So like there's a ton of people who are found on like places like Mount Everest just completely naked or like in the process of getting naked because right before you actually die of like freezing, you will feel like you're way too hot.
Yeah, like your whole skin's burning everywhere.
Yeah.
When I jumped in
so they
my-
like take off their clothes and shit.
I jumped in
That's
my
crazy.
pool in January, and
I did that at Tyler's house and it was hell.
bro, as soon as you get out, you feel
hot.
like extremely hot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's so weird. Like as soon as you're like freezing fucking cold, you get out of
Yeah.
the pool, you just immediately like I was like, God damn, I'm like burning. Just water,
Yeah, we
cold
did
ass
it-
water dripping off of me.
I don't remember when we did it. What month? I think it would have been late November. But yeah, we were all at Wildcat's house, and one of his buddies, Jacob, always does cold plunges, like all the time. And Tyler's pool was fucking freezing. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do a cold plunge." I was like, "All right, I'll come in with you." And I lasted, I think, 3 minutes, and I was like, nope, I'm fucking done. He stayed in there for like 10 minutes. And I got out, and I had to go sit in the shade because the sun hurt my skin.
Yeah.
Like, the sun felt
It's
too
brutal.
hot. Like,
It's brutal.
Yeah, I was like, nope. So I went inside, and I just sat there, and like, I really wanted to go take a hot shower, but I know you're like not supposed to do that. Like, have huge temperature fluctuations.
Yeah.
So I just like waited till I was back at room temp, and then I took a hot ass shower, and I was like,
I
yeah,
got
I'm
out
never
of the
fucking doing
freezer and
that
I
again.
put myself in the oven.
But like, I've done ice baths and shit, and those are just not as bad as doing outside cold plunges. Like, an inside ice bath, it sucks, but it is just something about being outdoors and having like wind that feels like needles just blowing on you.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes it so much worse. It's awful. Cold plunges are hell. People that do that in like pools all winter are psychopaths.
That's crazy that we're all like the same humans, but there are people who are like totally fine with like living in Antarctica and like being in ice water. Their bodies have just developed. That shit wild.
There's one dude. He was in a Yes Theory video. He lives up somewhere fucking freezing, some nonsense place on Earth where nobody wants to live, but he lives there anyway. And this dude literally like walks around in like 2 feet of snow with just his fucking dogs out. He's just wearing shorts and like no shirt, and he'll sit out there for like all day. Like, he'll sit, if you put him out there for like 8 hours, he'll just be fine out there. He'll chill.
Is he purple?
Like,
Is he literally purple?
yes, like actually purple. Hold on.
It's like actually damaging himself, but he can't feel it anymore.
He's
Isn't
old.
there like a conspiracy that there used to be like a purple race of humans that live?
Oh, I'm sure.
Like,
I'm sure there is.
I swear, I think we talked about this one time. I'm gonna
what
look
is
it
this
up.
guy's name?
A purple race of what? They lived in the north?
Flying purple people eaters.
Oh, yeah. It's based on reality, that whole song.
Oh, Wim Hof. That's who it is. So yeah, hold on. Let me find some pictures of Wim Hof for you. This dude's actually a
Oh, I've
psycho.
seen
blue
this
people.
guy. Yeah.
It might be
Yeah,
blue.
yeah.
Is this the guy that
Look at this dude.
I think
Look at this fucking dude.
Let me see the picture.
He's just. I put it in cancer. He's just sitting there. That's his day. He does that all day.
What the fuck is wrong
That's
with
fucked
Looks
up.
like my damn grandpappy.
Yeah, and he's just so fucking weird, bro. He's in a Yes Theory video. I'd actually highly recommend watching it. It's really good, but it's bizarre. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know why he liked the cold. Like, I'll do that on a beach all day. Sure, put me in the tropics. I'll be a little too hot. Won't bother me.
He looks kind of purple in some of these pictures. You might be
He
right
does,
about...
especially when he gets out of the ice bath.
Yeah. He might be like the
Yeah.
last descendant of the purple people. I
Bro
don't
is
know.
like straight eggplanted up.
It says one Kentucky family actually sported sapphire skin due to a rare condition sparked by generations of inbreeding.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, that
'cause of the
checks
cold.
out.
Well, I guess
No.
anything's possible when you inbreed. So...
Yeah. I mean, why are, like, so obviously people naturally, the first humans were black, and then obviously white people happened during the Ice Age. When would have purple people spawned? Like, when would that have patch even happened?
There gotta be
Well, I guess
somewhere
it's
in
more like
between, right?
blue. I guess they are considered like bluish people.
There's people who, like, are so white that their skin literally looks like translucent. They, like,
Yep.
almost have, like, because the red muscle and, like, things underneath, I guess they kind of appear like a bluish.
Or maybe it
I
was
guess I
like
could see that.
maybe it was black people that were in the sun a lot, but also in very very cold areas of the earth, and then they
What a
eventually died
niche
off.
that
or
is.
something.
Where does that
Yeah,
exist?
I don't know. If you go far enough south, I guess.
On the damn
know.
land bridge during Pangea, some shit. Is McNasty DMing us right now?
Yeah,
He said his
is.
alarm
Have
didn't
y'all
go off.
started? I'll say just started. Get in here.
Have y'all started? It's an hour and 10 minutes past when we normally start.
No shit, buddy.
Oh,
I guess I can talk about being broken down on the side of the highway the other day. That was a lot of weird nonsense.
Yeah, what
real
happened?
quick, you know what else will turn you blue? G-Subs.
What?
Use code GOONS.
G-Subs, use code GOONS.
It'll turn you blue as shit.
Drink this shit. Drink this shit. I'm drinking
Like a
Grandpa's
damn
ashes right
Smurf.
now, actually, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Does it taste like shit?
Fantastic.
Mm.
It
It's pretty good.
Smitty texted me I gave Smitty all mine because I can't drink those samples because they have caffeine in them. But I gave all mine to Smitty, and I was like, yeah, let me know how they are. And he said they tasted exactly like Grandpa's ashes. So that's all we could ever ask. That's fantastic news.
Very nice. That's what we were going for.
Spend your money, buy it.
Yeah. The other day, I was going to pick up. I literally got every single one of my guitars serviced. All of them needed new strings and to be set up because the move, they went from living upstairs in a room that got a lot of sun, so it was always hot and dry, to downstairs where it's colder and humid and stuff, so whatever. They all need to be set up and new strings and all that shit, so I didn't want to do all that shit myself for 9 guitars. So I dropped them off, and I went to go pick them up, and I was pulling onto an on-ramp for the highway, and my car literally just, like, shut off. Like, I felt it misfire once, and then I went into limp home mode, which is, like, when the car won't let you go over, like, 2,500 RPM or whatever it is. It's different for certain brands. And did that, and then it just shut off on the side of the highway.
Fuck.
So I was like, fuck. So I called, Mercedes has, like, a roadside assistance thing where they will do all the work for you. So I called that, and she's like, yeah, the wait right now is looking about 2 hours. I was like, oh, fuck. And she's like, yeah, unfortunately, we need you by the car in case either he comes early or, you know, if you're not back in time, he can't wait around your car for 20 minutes for you to get back to the car. I was like, fuck. All right. So I literally just got all my guitars out of the back, like out of the trunk, put them all in the back seats, and was just like sitting there playing them for like an hour. And after sitting there for, it was probably an hour and 10 minutes that I was actually sat there before anything notable happened. But this ambulance was like, had its sirens on. And I saw it coming the other way on the highway. And I was just like, oh, well, hopefully it doesn't come this way because I really can't move out of the side of the road. So if somebody's like in the middle lane, it's going to be kind of a problem. But then they come around and I saw them coming. I was like, oh, fuck. And then they pull up behind me. I was like, no shot they're stopping for me, right? And the lady like runs up to my car and she's like, are you okay? I was like, what? She's like, somebody called an ambulance for you. I was like, for me? She's like, yeah, somebody thought you were injured. I was like, no. I'm like, I don't even know how I could come across it. I had my passenger door open and I had my legs up on the
thought you were mangled in there.
Like, no, I was just
a mangled corpse hanging out.
I was like just lounging with I had the seat fully reclined. I had the guitar in hand and then my legs up on the door. I looked cozy as fuck. I didn't look like a mangled corpse bleeding.
They thought
like,
you were dead with a guitar in your hands.
Like,
God doing what he
came up
loved.
and she's like, yeah, somebody said that like you're injured on the side of the road. And I was like, there must be an accident somewhere because like I've been here for an hour and I'm fine. She's like, no, they said black car on the on-ramp. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm fine. And then she went from nice to kind of like bitchy real quick. She's like, okay, well, you need to move your car. I was like,
it's like, no shit,
bitch,
lady.
what do you think I'm doing
I
this
would love
for
to
fun?
move this car.
I'd just be doing this.
I was like, I can't move my car. It's dead and like, well, it can turn on, but I don't want to risk like something breaking because it had a misfire. And she's like, okay, well, at least you have to have your 4-ways on. I was like, I've been here for an hour and potentially an hour or more. 4-ways, I really don't want them draining my battery. I don't really need another problem on top of this. She's like, well, somebody's going to hit you if you don't have your 4-ways on. It's like, it's a giant black car on a shoulder of an on-ramp. There's no shot 4-ways are going to save me from somebody fucking drifting into me or something. Like, I don't know. She's just like looking for everything to try to be like, do this. I was like, I actually cannot do anything right now.
I'm not
But
going
whatever.
to save your life.
Fuck
you.
I thanked her for checking in, and that was that. But yeah, that fucking sucked. And then some guy from Jordan who drove tow trucks for a living for the last 3 months, his first 3 months in Canada, came and picked me up, and he was a very nice man, and he had no idea what I was talking about when I asked him questions. I said, oh, how long Canada? And he's like, yeah, no, Canada, great. It's like, all right, fantastic. Eventually got it out of him. I have to ask about his like wife and stuff, and then he figured it out from there. But yeah, no, that was not a fun experience. But I got it back today, and literally nothing was wrong with it at all.
That's good.
It just
yeah.
just misfired once. Yeah, but I don't know. Misfires are scary. It can mean a whole lot of nonsense, or it can mean nothing. So always
at least
good to
you had
safe.
9 guitars,
right?
To keep you company.
I got to play all of them. I got to go and like it was so nice. It felt like Christmas morning. So I like half of them in there. I actually couldn't play because like I don't know, the action would have like lifted or whatever. The strings just felt like shit because they were all dusty and grimy from sitting on the guitar rack during the move and stuff. So like getting them all and playing warm butter neck with new strings just felt fantastic. So I felt like Christmas morning there. I wasn't even like the first hour. I was actually genuinely chill with where I was at. I was just like, this is kind of dope. The sun's kind of going down, so it's not too hot. But you get a little bit of sun, and I was just sitting there playing guitar. It was a good day.
Nice.
That's not too bad, actually.
Yeah.
Playing them damn Canadian blues on the side of the highway.
Na, 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 na.
My Mercedes is broken.
Oh.
Flashing monkey. Flashing monkey time.
Flash. Did you guys do anything exciting since last time I spoke to you? I feel like it's been a little while.
No.
Been
Just
playing
been booling.
Breath of the Wild, or not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
You
Yeah,
like
You
it?
like
pretty
it so
good.
far?
Yeah, it's really good. It's like what Breath of the Wild wanted to be. It's like a better Breath of
Yeah.
the Wild. So
That's what I was talking to a friend who is playing it, and he's just like, yeah, it's literally Breath of the Wild 2, like in the best way possible. I was like, okay.
It's the same like overworld, but they added like an above map and a below map. So like,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, I heard there's,
basically
like,
the
weird
same
floating
game.
Things.
It's nothing like crazy different. You know, it's like Link, Ganon, Zelda. You know, it's the same bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
I'm down for that.
Have you seen
Yeah, I'm
like?
excited to try it out.
Have you seen some of the clips of people like crucifying the Koroks and shit?
Yes.
I haven't seen anything.
You
on
can
the
build,
game.
Donkey's
like-
video on it was pretty funny.
Yeah, you could build like Gundams and shit, and like like bomber ships and all kinds of crazy
Yeah, the
stuff.
guy with the big wang was kind of cool.
yeah, people
The
have
guy
built
that was
like
going around on Twitter.
girls like squirting and shit out of wood and stuff. It's crazy what people are doing, but yeah, it's a good game.
The internet remains undefeated.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to playing that game.
Did you play Breath?
Yeah, I did. I played just Breath.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we call it in the biz. Play
I
Breath.
played it probably like 2 years ago. I don't know. The first time I got COVID, I played through the whole game.
Yeah.
And it was very good. I enjoyed it. Because it takes a lot for me to want to play a game on the Switch because it's actually just like
Oh yeah.
difficult to look at that screen with that frame rate and the way the graphics look and shit. So
30
it's just like-
FPS and it's on like a Windows 95 processor.
yeah, it's such a shit console. I wish it wasn't because there's so many cool games, but yeah, it's fucking doo-doo ass. But
Yeah.
I saw one guy on Reddit who had it emulated on his PC and it was in 4K 60 FPS and it looked so good compared to any of the Switch footage.
I thought about doing that, but I just.
It
Whoa,
sucks.
don't say that too
bought it.
loudly.
I will never do that, Nintendo.
I thought about doing that, but then I realized that would go against Nintendo's terms of service, so I didn't.
Which I read daily and worship and masturbate to.
I have them.
I got it
on
printed
my-
out.
I have them on my ceiling, so when I wake up, it's the first thing I see every day.
And I read
just
them
look up and
completely.
I read a chapter a day. Keeps me grounded.
Hey,
look
look
who's
who's
here.
here.
Wow.
Hi.
Are you already recording?
Yes, I'm already recording.
Big
Get that
brain
camera
moment.
on. Get that camera
Big
on.
brain moment.
Hold up in here 1 second. Camera
Are
on.
you just gonna be white today?
You got to
I'm
be
white
wearing a
every
white
day.
shirt.
Do you have white on?
What?
Yeah, this is white day today.
Yep.
What?
Oh, you didn't get the memo.
Ooh,
Yeah, you
Did
didn't.
not get the memo.
Unbelievable.
And he's just blue.
Baba dee baba da.
Oh, I turned on replay buffer. Not virtual camera.
Ugh, that's not white at all.
Bruh.
Oh, dude.
Go change.
Cringe.
Go
Ain't
change.
nobody told me. Ain't nobody. I don't even have like.
Cringe.
I don't wear white. I don't even think I own a white shirt, honestly.
You got a
Yeah, I
white
own, like,
T-shirt
2.
somewhere.
I don't have any white. I definitely don't have any white hoodies.
Oh, you bitch.
I think the closest I would have is beige.
Biage.
Beige. I like my beige hoodie. All.
Bios.
How long you guys been recording for?
30 minutes. On
About
the
30.
button.
30 minutes. Okay.
About
On the
30.
smackaroo.
What's the Oh, I see your bass behind you. Nice.
Yes.
White bass day too? Fuck, I don't have a white bass either. God damn it.
Oh wait. Oh.
Oh.
Grayscale.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking about buying a guitar like that because I'm looking for like a you know what an Evertune bridge is?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking for an Evertune 6-string so I can have like a good guitar. Because when you play a 7-string and drop G, all the other strings are just in D standard. So like I want to have a 6-string that's in D standard so I can like I don't know something that's good to record with.
Yeah.
And one of the main ones I'm finding that's a 6-string with the Evertune is that guitar, but in red. So I might end up getting that.
Huh.
CESP.
Apparently, Evertunes are like fucking crazy. Like
yeah,
you can
nuts.
just do anything, and they will just automatically go back to where they were. I don't know how the fuck that witchcraft works, but like I watched an interview with I think it was Rise Against, whose whole band uses them, and they're like ugly as fuck. But I mean, if you're actually like using the guitar, then it makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
especially
they're great
touring
for
and stuff,
studio
it's
recording.
crazy.
'Cause
Yeah, it would be good for that too.
you basically have the intonation of a true temperament guitar.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's that?
Cracking
was
open a
that?
cold
What's
one.
that?
Nobody moved when that happened. That was so odd. I couldn't see anyone's hands, and I just heard a fucking soda can.
What you drinking?
Just a zero sugar starry.
What is a starry?
I think you meant G-Sups, buddy.
Oh yeah, zero sugars. Yuzu hops.
Editor, dub it
Weird way
over.
to say that.
Don't let him say the other drink.
I opened a can of G-Sups. They're selling cans now.
That'd be kind of cool. Let's pitch it.
That would be dope. No, but yeah, Evertune's, because each string is connected to its own individual spring. So it's kind of like, it's like the same thing as like a floating trim. It's just that every string is on its own thing. So yeah. You can set it up.
Trim. It's just a haunted razor.
You should have
Yeah.
walked over to your drum set and did that.
No cymbals on it right now.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
Yeah, no
That's
cymbals.
right. How come there's no symbols on it?
My drummer takes them home to practice on his kit he has at home.
Oh, alright.
McNasty,
What's up?
how'd your gambling go? You took $1,000. You told me you took
Oh,
$1,000.
yeah.
How'd it go?
I took a grand, but I didn't spend $1,000.
What?
What was the point of taking $1,000 then?
Well, I didn't.
I spent
was
$20.
like,
I bought a Ferrari, but I refused to go up
I-
past second gear. What
I was-
are you doing?
I was winning enough, and I just ended up not spending the whole thing.
Oh, what'd you do?
But imagine
So
how much
how
more
much
you
are-
could have been winning.
How much are you up?
Like, I don't know, like $100 or something like that.
This dude won once and was like, I'm done.
I'm done.
No,
I'm
I
all
was
done.
there for multiple hours.
Big
Hands are
winner.
tied.
Stop it while I'm ahead.
I played a lot.
Playing like a $1 slot machine?
No, I was doing like $250 a spin on slots.
Oh my god.
Then I played,
Are
like,
you
video.
a grandma, bro?
I played
what is
video
this,
poker
what?
too.
Fucking grandma.
Oh, bro, go do like
I can
Texas
fix him.
Hold'em or fucking
Yeah, I wanted
roulette's the best.
I
Roulette's
wanted to
the
do that,
best.
but I was
can
hanging
break
out.
him.
I was hanging out with my cousin. He wasn't really like, he wanted to do slots, so I was kind of just walking around with him.
Kill your cousin.
That's on
Put your
God.
cousin in a freezer at a fast food restaurant known as Arby's for about an hour.
Oh, yeah, roughly an hour. He will die.
Yep.
You missed the first half of this. The guy died in Arby's, or a woman died. in
Female
Oh, yeah, I heard about
froze
that.
to death.
They found like
Yeah.
a body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it an accident?
Yeah,
Apparently.
that's what they're
That's
saying.
what we've gathered so far.
Apparently, it's
Our
not.
professional investigation came to the conclusion that it's an accident.
Our 30 seconds of research has concluded.
The Goons investigation team.
According to my research,
Has a loved one gone missing, contact the Goons. We'll do something.
If
we'll
somebody
call
ever
every
actually
Arby's.
said and put their finger up at me, I think I'd fucking kill them. I actually just think I'd lose it. I would snap their little. I'd take it clean off. Apparently, to bite the force. Hold on, let me fact check this before I
To
say
bite
it.
through a
But when
finger
I
is
was
like biting through a carrot.
a thick carrot. I'm gonna fact check.
Why'd you have that
myself,
at the
though.
front of your dome?
I also had that, but I didn't want to be that guy. I just wanted to let him like search. it up.
I'm the only one who didn't know this.
Yes, you can devour your finger.
All right.
Now we
okay.
gotta try it. McNasty?
Okay. It is. Wow. Somebody has actually the force it takes to bite off a finger. Where is it?
It's like
They
your
have the
brain
exact-
won't let you do it though to your own finger or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
So for the index finger, it's 1886 N, which I imagine is newtons. What is?
That's not a good year to have N after.
Yeah, that's a bad. I feel like
1886. That's not really that bad.
yeah. That's
18?
probably pretty bad.
18
for a
anything is
large
pretty
proportion.
bad.
That's a
Yeah.
couple hundred years after slavery was
18?
abolished.
The 1800s?
Up until about 1950 and forward.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. You're right about that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, 1886 Newton to bite off your finger. I don't know how many newtons it takes to bite through a carrot, but
1,800 Isaac Newtons. That's a
Yeah.
lot, man. I knew that guy could fucking clone himself.
how many is that
Fucking
per
bitch.
pounds?
He didn't discover
bitch.
gravity for shit.
That
though.
is 423 pounds. Okay, it definitely is a lot more than a carrot. No way it takes 400 pounds of force to bite through a carrot.
What is
Yeah.
what is the biting strength of a human? Like, what kind of pressure can an average human do?
Depends on how hungry you
Bite.
are, boy.
Force of a human. 975.
Okay, so I need to be at 50% of my power to bite my
Yeah,
finger
about
off.
50%. Yeah, about half your
Damn.
power.
Okay.
But that's max. So hold on. Oh, that's the greatest. No, that's the world record. That's from a 37-year-old man, RH of Lake City, Florida. Of course, Florida man can bite the hunter.
Yeah.
Got like crocodile
He was
jaw
raised by
power.
alligators. That's
Yep.
why.
Yeah. Biting that thick gator skin his whole life.
Okay, his bite is 6 times more powerful than the average human.
Shit.
In that case, we can't even bite off our own fingers.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I need to start training.
Somebody got to try it. Goons fan, somebody try to bite off your finger. Let me know what happens.
Bro, I don't know if we can say that.
Absolutely do not do that ever at all for any amount of time.
Please, we do not want lawsuit, please.
What are you gonna sue us for? You bit your own finger off.
They told me to bite my own finger off, so I did it.
Yeah, that's great.
I think we will use the Down syndrome clause that if you actually do it, there's something wrong with you. We'll see you in court.
Is that like Santa Claus in the Down syndrome world in the universe?
He just
syndrome
shits down your chimney.
Brings you a coloring book.
Just
Gives you a
pukes.
bag full of farts.
He drank.
I like
he
this.
he
I like this
already
Santa
drinks
Claus.
a lot of milk. He drinks a lot of plain milk.
That's the only reason he does it.
Leave crayons and milk for Sandy.
He eats the crayons. Oh, that's
Man.
fucked.
I had plain milk this morning.
So did I.
Yeah.
Anybody else just drink plain milk, like without
No.
without like cereal or like
I used
something?
to
that
go
would-
with
No, 0% chance I'll do
I love
that ever
plain
in my
milk.
life.
What? Why? What's the reasoning there? Because I feel like I'm in the minority. Because
It feels disgusting. I just can't do it. I think it's like a mind over matter thing. Because, like, honestly, it really doesn't taste like that much. But it's just like, just the texture and like
good.
everything about it throws me off so much. But it's like, I like milkshakes and stuff. But it's just, I can't do just plain
Like
milk.
knowing you're
I
just
can't.
dring straight goo out of a cow.
you
I
did
mean,
it out of
it's
your
not even
mom's
really
tit
that.
until you were like 17.
Yeah, it's not even really that.
I
It's
don't
just
know,
something
she didn't breastfeed me.
specifically with milk. I don't know.
Your mom didn't breastfeed you?
I just
That makes sense.
No,
No.
she just put him in a puddle outside.
yeah, I just sucked up mud water and tadpoles.
No, I don't know, man. Like I just like if I'm gonna eat some eggs and bakey or something, just like a glass of milk is perfect with it.
Eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bakey.
I drink coffee
Correct.
with it. With eggs and bacon.
I wish I liked coffee.
I'll drink a
glass.
glass of milk and coffee, and then I'll go shit my brains out.
That sounds like a dangerous combo.
I used to drink straight milk a lot, but when I switched over to almond milk, I
gay
don't
milk?
really crave.
Cringe
Really
milk.
crave. But
I can't drink almond milk by itself either, and I love
Yeah,
almond
me
milk
neither.
and like cereal and stuff. I just can't. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just any sort of milk like that texture by itself is just weird to me.
Bro, I was raised on skim milk. Like
Whoa.
the
Oh, yeah, no, you
shittiest
talked
milk
about
on the
that before.
planet.
That's basically white water.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's awful, but like if you drink it for 18 years, that's just milk to you.
Yeah.
So like now when I have whole milk, it's like what the fuck? This is so good. But
Like
Yeah,
butter.
I used to
Melted butter.
love whole milk at like friend's house when I was a kid because my parents would always buy skim as well, but I just never drank it ever.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
and
fat-free.
also, it's not well. It was partly skim milk, I should say. My parents bought the 1 point whatever percent one instead
Yeah.
of the 0%. But like, dude, I also feel like any sort of skim milk just makes your fucking breath smell like shit too. I don't know what it is. Like, it never happened to me with whole milk, but like the aftertaste would be awful. Like I felt like I straight up smelled like manure.
That's why you just don't stop drinking it ever.
Yeah. Can't be an aftertaste
No
if you always
aftertaste
taste.
if yeah, you just don't stop.
Stay in a current state of taste all times.
I used to love buying whole milk and then getting like Oreos and eating Oreos with like ice cold whole milk.
That's yes,
I've
sir.
never tried that. I've
The
never
combo
actually
was
put
so
an
So
Oreo.
good. It's
I've
so
never
good.
put an Oreo or a standard cookie in milk before.
What?
Well, then there's your problem.
Like not a
there's
common
your,
thing. Or...
dog.
there's your fucking
No,
Also,
it's normal.
they
I
keep
just
your-
like I really don't eat sweets, so it's just like I don't know. I never will just.
I get
crave
that,
a
but you've
cookie,
never been in the position where you've had like a friend do it, and you're like, hey, try this. Good.
No, I mean, somebody offers me a cookie. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'd rather like if I'm gonna eat something like that, I'd rather have like chips or something.
Chips and milk? What do we what?
No, just in general.
The British are at it again.
I meant in
Fries
general,
and
not specifically fucking
Milk on toast.
Ew.
I've never understood the people that drink milk at dinner though. Like, you see the
With like a
on-
ribeye or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, you see on TV they're eating like a fucking half of a chicken and a potato and broccoli, and
I
they
still
got
do
like
that.
a whole glass of milk. It's like that is like the worst possible thing to watch that.
Yeah,
down.
that's
Milk,
fucking
yeah.
nasty.
Well, milk, especially skim milk, is like actually really good for protein. It's like really low calorie, and it still has all the same protein that like normal milk has. So
Yeah,
it just
you're
kind of
getting
makes sense.
paid by Big Milk. I get it.
Yep, I'm getting paid by the word here. Drink.
So I could just drink
milk.
regular milk, get all those benefits, and not want to kill myself. So.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, the Toronto Maple Leafs, their jersey sponsor is just the word milk.
Really?
Like they actually just have the word milk on their jersey. Hold on.
It's not even like the got milk thing. Remember that?
No,
Got
it's
milk?
just milk. It's the same company, I think. I don't know.
Maybe
Is
they're
it-
owned by,
is
like,
milk
this-
just like this one big monopoly?
I think
watched.
it must be.
Yeah, I watched something about milk and how something like there used to be a bunch of different companies, and they kind of teamed up because milk sales were dropping or something like that,
This
and
is
they
their jersey.
they started like promoting got milk as like, oh, it's
Milk.
healthy and
Oh yeah, just milk.
It just
All
says
right.
the word milk on it.
Well, I'm convinced. Shit.
Paid millions for that.
Yeah, milk sales have dropped drastically in the past like 5 years.
Well, I mean, it has competition. It literally never had competition before. Like, ever.
Yeah.
What would you like? It was either milk or like whiskey in the past. Like, there's
Why not both?
if you're not drinking water, it's one of
True,
those two.
Milk's a good
have you guys
chaser.
had
Uh,
Pilk? Y'all heard of that shit?
Yes.
Pepsi mixed with milk?
Yeah.
Ew.
No, I've never tried
I
it.
thought that was gonna be like pig milk or something.
No, Pepsi mixed with milk. Apparently, people say it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I like both. I'm not.
People
gonna
also
try
followed
it.
Hitler. I don't know if I
Yeah, I
trust
know,
what
yeah.
people say.
Yeah.
There were also people in the Third Reich, so
I was following.
But,
I follow Will Ramos on Instagram, and he, the lead singer from Lorna, and he was drinking Wilk, which was.
what is that?
Whiskey?
It almost sounds
More
like milk
milk.
coming from Will, but it's wine milk.
It's his own tit.
And a lot of people were like replying to him, like saying like, "Oh, I tried it, and it was fucking delicious."
Ew.
Weird, yeah, I know
But,
wine milk.
There's a YouTuber who actually made a fuck ton of money off of
Have to
the
be more specific
dairy
than that.
industry. Off the dairy industry. He's
Yeah.
a car YouTuber, and like everyone was trying to figure out how he made his money. He like worked with a dairy farm and yeah, all sorts of weird fucking shit. But like there is an insane amount of money to be made in the milk industry. So it's not something I would imagine.
The thing is, too, is like you don't have to, you have unlimited cow, you have unlimited milk basically until the cow.
I'm just
stops
saying,
producing it.
man, milk is an untapped market.
Yeah.
So, whenever you guys are ready to move on to bigger and better things in this podcast, let's talk business.
I'm ready. I'll hear you out. Let's hear the pitch.
We attach a hose to man tits and
Done.
drain the milk out of it.
I'll buy all the stock.
And it's a pretty simple plan.
I wonder what percent man milk is.
Where's like 57% milk? Where's that?
Oh,
Where's
dude,
like
that's just like cheese.
where's
That's
like
out in the
actually
wild.
just cheese.
where's like the halfway point between skim and whole?
Well, isn't whole milk just like technically like 5% or something? Like
I thought it was
or
like 3.25 or
4.
something. Or is it not
Yeah,
homo
it's
milk?
like homo milk.
I don't know what the difference is. Yeah, homo milk.
What percent?
Like if you milk
Homogenized?
me.
I know it's a little bit more. 3.25%.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, where is like 75% milk? It's just like a
And
large
think
chunk.
100%
It's
milk.
literally cheese.
Yeah, it's actually just you just get cottage cheese and or normal cheese.
Oh.
I wonder what 100% milk is. Just
A
like
cow.
concrete.
Cheese.
Just like a frozen
Cow.
block.
It is
A
the whole
full cow.
udder. the whole milk sack.
That is crazy that some dude in like 1412 was like, I'm just gonna drink this animal's tit, see what happens.
Yeah.
it was a long time ago, like before documented history, but I forget. I actually looked into it because I was like so fucking confused. But I'm pretty sure it was during like a famine or some sort of like bad world event where they like discovered humans actually started drinking the milk for themselves instead of, giving it to livestock.
So is that a
So
like
it's not like some
desperation?
guy named some guy named Gary didn't just wake up and start sucking on a cow tit one morning. It was like this or time to die kind of vibe.
And then he's
I
like,
feel
"You
like
know
it's
what?
not that crazy of a thought though. Like, I mean,
No, I mean, we do
everyone
everything else
in
with
ancient
animals.
history was drinking milk out of their mama's titty, and then they just saw a calf do it, and they're like, "Hey, that's probably not too fucking bad. I'll try it."
But why
Sip.
did we never try doing that to humans again? Why have we not like taken mommy milk?
Yeah.
Where's caged mommy milk I can buy at the grocery store?
Yeah.
Hey,
Why
I don't
I
know.
cows?
assume it's probably because
Why do-
cows produce milk their whole life.
But why do we got to outsource? There's enough pregnant women. Look, how many people are pregnant in China at one time?
Not for long. You got
Too many.
You got a small window there though to get the milk.
How many
In
people
China.
are pregnant right now? We're gonna find it. Number of births today. No way that's today. 0% chance.
Was it like
What?
It's like 1 million.
4 million people.
Damn.
No way.
Hey, round
but
them
how
all
many
up.
people died?
Put them in cages.
4.2
I don't know how
million
many
people died. today.
That's what I'm saying. Take the mom, grab her tits while she's doing that. Easy. 4 million, dude. 4 million bottles a day. No way we selling more than that. Just harness one bit of tit milk. The baby's not drinking when it first comes out.
Well,
That
think
little
about
fucker's sitting in
how
his little
big a
bed for the
fucking
first, like,
cow
week.
is, though. A cow definitely produces more.
There's 4 million
Milk.
tits. That's a
cow-
lot of
how
tits.
many tits?
8
A
million
cow-
tits. Actually,
Women naturally have 2 tits, unless you were born in Chernobyl. Cows have what, like fucking 8 million little things dangling?
Or you could look at it as it's one tit with multiple nipples.
Correct. There's one
Whoa.
tank
Could be the
with 2
same.
hoses.
Yeah, but
It all
cows
comes-
provide like
Holy
buckets of milk.
Why are we not eating women ribeyes?
Yeah, women bacon. Me hungry.
Have we tried to see how much milk we could extract from a tit? A woman tit.
I'm
I ain't
sure
tried
there
since
has
I
been-
was like 17.
You know what I
I
just
stopped
thought about?
breastfeeding last week.
There's the
Alright, man.
exact same amount of testicles in the world as people.
I thought you were gonna say his tits. I was gonna be like, I don't
Right?
know.
I think tits too.
I feel like I was
Actually,
gonna
there's
hear
slightly
the
more
Mythbusters
men.
theme after that.
There's slightly more men than women in the world, right?
I think you could impregnate
like-
all the women twice with one ejaculation if each sperm cell went into one egg. A little off topic.
There's too much math going on. I thought we were talking about
Uh-huh.
milk.
I just
But if there's 2 balls for every man, let's say some men lose their ball, that
And
would
there's
still be
7
okay
billion
because there's
people,
more.
14 billion balls. That's the math.
That's
I don't-
not the math.
I don't think
Give
that's
or take.
Women
take
don't
a
have
lot
balls.
there. There's like
Yeah, they
what?
do.
There's like
Women
twice
have
as many
balls.
women, so I think that checks out.
I'm pretty sure there's more men than women.
What?
Actually, I
So
think
that would.
we crushed it over the 8 billion mark a couple years ago.
Uh-oh.
That's
So
a lot of
16.
fuckers.
There's 16 million balls in the world.
That's still
You heard
wrong.
it here first.
There's more
Yeah,
nipples. The
16 million?
nipples.
That is true.
You could say the nipples don't outpopulate us by a lot.
Yeah. Some
The
would say
nipples
by
could take over if
times
they so
two.
chose.
Some
They-
might
Yeah,
say.
if nipples
It'd
became
probably be-
sentient, we'd be fucked.
It'd probably be a little less than times 2 because there's people who are born with. Actually, some people have 3 nipples, so they
Yeah.
might make up.
So
for
maybe
it.
it evens out. You'd have to look up how many
There's-
people have 3 boob versus 1 boob.
There's also people with like 3 testicles, so that would throw a wrench in that one too. But then missing testicles, maybe they'd balance each other out. There's
The
also
big
more
media
men than-
companies ain't going to talk about this, so you
What
heard
about
it.
Yeah,
missing
what is-
tits?
Yeah.
What is Fox News worried about? Fucking this person, this government man said this thing. Find
real.
out that the tits are the real threat to society.
Yeah.
This is probably why Tucker Carlson got fired. He's probably talking about this.
This is probably why he probably brought it up.
Yeah.
Bring
Now
him
he's
on the
gonna tell the truth
podcast.
on Twitter.
He'd
I
probably
feel like I'm
come
on
on
an Andrew
here.
Tate podcast right now.
I'm here to talk about real issues. Why are we not milking women? And there's 14 billion balls in the world.
Yes, sir.
Fox News was like, he's got to go. He knows too much. He's dug too
found
deep. He's found the
world-
classified documents.
We're keeping like
Okay.
7 billion women in Antarctica, and we're milking
All right,
them.
hold on. I gotta update. I've somehow there's been a mistake.
How?
How's that
So I'm
possible?
looking at Worldometer now. There is only births today is only 270,465. It's going up, but it's not it's not 4 million.
Okay.
So I don't know where that came from. Google lied to me before, but
Not possible.
yeah. So the woman tit milk idea might not be working as well as I
Well,
planned.
how many cows are out there that can be milked? That's what you got to
Probably
look up
a
to.
lot.
Millions.
There's probably as many fucking cows as people.
At least a few billion. I would
How
guess.
many cows are getting milked today? Surely there's a stat.
I feel like you're looking right into my soul.
1 billion. There is 1 billion cows right
Oh
now.
my god.
But there's 4 billion women.
There are approximately 270 million cows in the world that are used for their milk.
Damn, what are the other fucking 700 million cows doing?
Beef?
Just Bing Chaling?
Beef.
They're getting hung up by a butcher hook and sliced open.
Thank God, I'll eat a burger to
You
that.
got 2 pads in life. You're a male cow, you get sliced up. Female cow, you get sucked.
136,000 people died today, in case anybody was curious.
Let's go, dude. We need to get those
It's
numbers
crazy
up.
to think that like there's enough cows to supply like human beef consumption.
Well, not in every
yeah,
country.
I mean, yeah, I was
It's
gonna
like
say
what-
there's really not, but
I think it's
Yeah.
going majority to some first world nations and then maybe not so much elsewhere. But
not some other places. Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, maybe it's possible. I mean, we do overeat as shit.
it's still
here.
crazy, like because when you think about chickens, right? Like a lot of the factor or the farms or whatever owns chickens, they just put them in cages all next to each other, and chickens don't really need to like age for very long before they're killed for their meat. Like cows, they have to be
It's
like,
like humans.
they have to have like area to roam around and like
They got to graze.
live a long, like a
Cows
decently
don't.
long
Cows
life.
do not. Bro, cows do not.
don't
like
have-
dairy cows
have
do
to,
not
though.
move around. They literally keep them in
Yeah,
a,
but
a
I'm talking
fucking
about, like-
tiny ass cage.
I'm talking about the cows that we eat for meat.
Well, I feel like that's a 50-50 too. You're probably thinking about the ones you get a nice fucking ribeye that you could get at the grocery store or like, you know, a restaurant or something. That's like probably a very small percentage of the cows that are eaten. A lot of them are probably just like, I mean, and then there's veal too. Those
Yeah, but
aren't
think
even-
about
those
how
aren't
many
even-
They're
they come out the
pulled.
coochie
They're
and are
pulled
just
out of
thrown
a
in.
cow puss and pumped
and
full
then
of
thrown into
steroids.
yeah.
Think
Yeah.
about how many burgers are eaten a day, though. Think about how many burgers are at
A
McDonald's.
most burgers are just fucking dog shit meat. Like it's not
Yeah.
good meat. That's
yeah,
usually
but
most
still,
burgers.
it comes from a cow.
Yeah, but that cow doesn't have to be groaning in the fucking pasture.
They probably
and running
just
around
slice the fucking leg off and throw it
Yeah,
in like a
throw it in.
hydraulic press.
Yep.
with a little bit of
That's a McDonald's meat.
13% fat.
I want
or
to see that
something.
video on TikTok.
Little seasoning salt on there, and they say, "There's your burger."
Hydraulic pressing a cow head. Need to see that. You know what I found out the other day? Burger King is actually one of the healthiest fast food places you can eat at.
How? How
It's
are they
not.
differential from
Chick-fil-A,
others?
Taco Bell, way
Chipotle.
even Subway would be
McNasty's
slightly
been
better.
watching CNN.
So
Dude,
recently,
no universe is a burger ever good for you. What?
I don't know if you've seen, but like recently, like Burger King is doing this burger where they're making the buns red for like the new Spider-Man or whatever. You've seen that?
No.
No.
None of you have seen that? It's like a red bun burger.
I don't
Anyways.
know Burger King lore, I guess.
Anyways, the guy, like a guy was concerned about it and he called, cause you know, I don't know if you guys have seen, but like there's this like craze recently where people have like brought up red dye number 40 and like how bad it is for you.
Right, in the yellow dye or whatever.
Yeah. So he called up Burger King to find out like how they were dyeing their buns. And he found out that Burger King actually has a huge
blood.
list of banned ingredients. And a lot of them are food dyes. And a lot of
Okay.
them are stuff that like other companies use in their burger. Like, have you ever seen that thing where a McDonald's
So we're
burger
using
can-
healthy very differently. Okay. All right.
So it's not technically healthy.
So there's just
like,
less
It's,
chemicals.
it's not going to give you. It's not
They're
just
just
not going to give you
making
cancer.
They're
It's not
just
gonna give
making
you
pretty
cancer, yeah.
patties. They're making pretty patties. That's all it is.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that thing where that McDonald's cheeseburger was sitting out for like a year and it just never
yeah, that's
got
anything
moldy?
with preservatives. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean
Yeah,
that's just
so
preservatives.
Burger
You do
King
that with
ran an ad
home-bought chicken
campaign.
fingers.
Burger King ran an ad campaign where they left a burger out and it just got moldy and disgusting like fairly quickly to prove that their burgers are not like
Full
are
of
not
dog
like
shit.
McDonald's. Yeah. So I mean, obviously a burger isn't as healthy as a fucking bowl of broccoli and chicken, but
Amen.
you know, it kind of sucks too because I don't. I mean, I would rather have the other places than Burger King. I'm not really a Burger King fan, but I feel like I kind of like found a new respect for them for.
The shilling worked. McNasty is their ideal client. They
Yeah.
do one thing. All they do, the bar
I'm gonna
is
eat that
so
red burger
fucking,
now.
Dude, the bar is so low where we'll try our best to not give you cancer, and you're like, they're for the people. They're Bernie Sanders of fast food.
I don't know. It's just kind of
What?
cool that it's weird that a corporate company like that would give a fuck.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
They
like,
don't. It looks
They
good on social
literally,
media.
yeah,
It's a
they
good
literally
headline.
don't.
They don't give
do
a
not
fuck
give a fuck. They say and do that kind of stuff to make people.
for easy profit.
yeah,
People like you.
It's an illusion to pretend like they care.
Maybe.
Yeah, that is
Right.
no way. Burger King is like, guys, we gave a guy cancer. That's bad. I feel bad morally. They're like,
We gotta take
lost
the
sales.
Whopper off the menu now. Someone
Yeah,
died
no.
from it.
I think we'll declare bankruptcy and close down all branches now.
If I went to Burger King right now and said I want 50 double Whoppers smothered in 5 slices of cheese, and I'm gonna eat them in the parking lot until I gorge and die, they would say,
Yeah.
"Where's your money?
Yep.
Come get
Yeah.
them." They would not give a fuck.
Yeah,
would
they
not bat an
do.
eye.
No business that cares about its customers would sell something with 3 pieces of beef on it with cheese and bacon in between. That's just, they're killing you just differently.
America.
Like, do you want heart disease or do you want cancer? Take your fucking pick.
Yeah,
You're getting
true,
one of
true.
them.
Hey, they're not forcing you to buy it though. So
No, they are not.
you are going there on your own free will. I'm gonna give you one of them red burgers. I'm gonna go get one and eat it next Wednesday on the podcast. Official. Are they out yet?
I have no idea.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know,
you
when's
do, buddy.
Spider-Man
You
even
know
come out?
exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a thing until I saw the TikTok.
They made
That you made?
like black Whoppers one time, didn't they?
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that. And then
yeah.
a bunch of people thought that they had like internal ass bleeding, like intestinal cancers and
What?
stuff.
It wasn't the
So-
black dye that did it.
Yeah, so
Just
like,
Burger
well, people
King.
just forget about it. So they were shitting, and then they were finding their shit to be black because they had
Oh,
the
been there.
burger. But they were
Yeah.
forgetting about the burger. But if your shit is black, it means that you have like
Bleeding.
somewhere in your upper intestinal area, there's a lot of blood. And upper intestinal area is usually a really bad sign because that's usually like where cancers will manifest the most often. So yeah, if it's black, that means it's like the blood slowly made its way out of you and it's not fresh.
Right.
So a lot of people were like freaking out, calling their doctors, thinking that they just got ass cancer, but it was literally just a
'Cause
black
they ate a
Whopper.
black burger. They never noticed their black turds until they just happened to eat a black Whopper.
Yeah, really.
One burger gave
They
me
probably
cancer.
just forgot. Like you just wouldn't even think. Maybe that's what happened to Walter White. He had a burger and got lung cancer.
One
Walter
black
White had a
Whopper.
black Whopper.
official lore.
I'm on the second last episode of that.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Dude, what was it episode 12 or 13 of last season, where Hank gets boobopped? That episode might have been the wildest episode of television I've ever watched.
It's
There was not a
crazy.
single second of downtime
Yeah.
in that entire episode. There was not like
Yeah.
a single second of like, okay, next thing. Like it was literally just nonstop shit was going on. That was fucking wild.
Yeah. That's pretty much
Yeah,
that whole
I'm,
last season. It's just crazy
Yeah, the last
shit.
season is
Yeah,
fucking
that show
crazy.
goes from just like the most relaxed, like calm, like whatever, and just it's a constant roller coaster upwards. Of
The
just
curve
craziness.
is like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the whole show.
Yeah, weird. It's fucking good though. I'm excited to finish it.
I need to watch. I still haven't watched the movie El Camino. I watched
Yeah, I
it.
was gonna watch that after I finished the last episode.
Yep. You need to watch that and then Better Call Saul.
Yeah, I need to watch that
Yeah.
too.
So like, did I see the last of Saul? Do I see any more Saul in the last 2 episodes, or is he actually just gone?
I don't think.
You got to watch Better Call Saul to find that out.
Yeah. Better
I
Call
thought that
Saul.
was before the show though.
It's
It
the
is
whole
both.
thing. It's before, after,
It's during the show.
the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just before. That's why I was like, I mean, I
Yeah, 'cause
really
It's
don't care about
mostly
Saul's-
before, but as the show
Okay,
goes on, you see some of the other characters and shit.
Yeah, like Tuco's in it, and then I think
Yeah.
Walter and Jesse are in it a little bit too, aren't they?
Well,
Yeah.
that's a bit of a spoiler if you care, but
Oh, I haven't seen it
I don't
yet,
give a
but
fuck. I don't care about spoilers. Like I said, I've already seen most of the last episode of Breaking Bad, so
yeah.
before I watch
oh,
the
that's
show and
right. I
everything.
remember you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first episode with one of my friends, and he was like, "Oh, I love this show." And then like 4 years later, he's like, "Dude, you gotta come watch the last episode of that show I made you watch." I was like, "Dude, I've only seen the one episode you made me watch like 4 years ago, but sure." And I watched it, and he was like fucking choking up at the one obvious scene, and I was just like, Who is that guy? Is that like is he still the main character? Like, has anything changed? I was like, all right, look cool. Yeah, it was fucking. I'm excited to rewatch it now that I know like what's going on though.
Yeah.
So.
Good ass show. Watch it if you haven't.
Yeah.
Ready to go on. Ready to
Good
go
show.
on.
Still haven't had an episode in there that I've liked better than episode 3 of The Last of Us. So I still think that's my favorite episode of television ever aired.
Which
on
one was
anything.
episode 3?
The gay one.
That was a really good episode, yeah.
It was such a good episode. It was just like had a little bit of everything. I would have liked for like
Less gay?
no. Didn't really have a problem with that. A little more like action in it, seeing as when you like run into Bill and the actual Last of Us, like there's a whole school
Right.
situation.
Yeah, I was
and, like,
expecting
getting
them
the
to
battery and
go
shit.
like introduce like the bloater that episode, but it was fine how they did it though.
I was hoping there was a little more like in there for that, but I don't know, everything else about that episode I absolutely love. It's so good.
Was good.
It's just like it's so well done. It feels like a movie. Like it had its own
Cinematography was
story that
crazy.
like that started and then wrapped up within that hour and a bit. It's just what a good episode. The music too.
Whole series goated.
Fantastic.
Whole thing was goated.
Yeah. Yeah, except for the last episode. Wasn't a fan of the last one.
Yeah.
It was like the game where it just like it finishes up way too quick. Where like it should have been that last episode should have been like an hour and a half, and like they could have expanded on the things the game did well, because the game also feels like the pacing at the end there, where just like here's everything at the end. Bye. Like it just rolls fucking credits. Like I was hoping the show didn't do that, but
I think it was the shortest episode too, which was a bizarre choice.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, I think episode 8, 3, and 1 are my favorites.
I think the least favorite
It's
would
really
be
good.
Ellie's mall backstory.
Yeah, I don't know why people were mad at that one, because they're like, we already got a gay thing. Why you got 2 gay things in the same show?
Okay.
And yeah,
Well,
they
yeah.
review bombed the shit out of it.
Besides that, it's just like it just felt like
It was kind of boring.
It was
just
they could have spent
the
more time on
DLC.
other things, yeah. But
yeah.
good show.
Yeah, I
though.
agree with that one. Yeah, I love that show. Very good.
I've never played or watched The Last of Us.
You should. It's only like a 9-hour game. It's
The
not very
first
long
one
at
is
all.
short, second one is long as dick.
Very long. Very fucking long.
I would recommend playing game
Does
and
the
then watching
show
show.
cover both games, or
Just
is it
first
just
one.
the first?
No, just the first.
They're gonna
and,
cover the second one though. They're gonna
Dude.
good luck with that shit.
So many people stopped playing the second one after about 2 hours in because a certain something happens.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling the show is gonna go through that all over
Meow.
again.
Yep, views are gonna go down unless they change it. They change the pacing of it.
They
'cause-
can't. They can't. Well,
Is there
the
like a
pacing they can
trans pride
change.
parade like in the middle of that game or something?
Yeah, that's it.
No, no, it's significant though. A lot of people really weren't expecting it when the game first came out. But without spoiling exactly what happens, it's really fucking funny. So episode 6, I think in the show it was, I can't remember, but they left a cliffhanger of a certain character potentially dying. And a lot of people Googled, does this character die in the game? Like hoping they'd find out for the show. And then they find out it's a whole nother season later that it would happen.
Yeah.
And so many people were pissed. I saw a whole thread on Reddit of somebody saying they're done watching the show because they spoiled it for themselves. It's like, why would you Google it then, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah, I don't
funny.
ever do that. It's like, why? You're literally just like ruining shit for yourself. Like when I'm watching
Like,
Breaking
unless you
Bad, I couldn't
don't
usually
care, but-
Google like, oh, is Gus gonna die? Like
Yeah.
I would have just ruined it for myself.
Right.
Well, to be fair, you were the one that ruined Gus dying for me because I saw your fucking figurine in the background of his head half blown off. And I was like,
Well,
man, I got a
shit.
feeding something happens to Gus. I got a wild feeling.
Well, I feel like just watching the show, you can kind of guess it's gonna happen.
yeah, but I didn't really know if it would happen. I just was like, I don't know. The directors kind of throw a few curveballs at you where they're like, maybe you think it's gonna happen, but then this happens instead. But then I saw your figure and I was like, hey, his face is half blown off, and it's very obviously Walter doing chemistry.
Now he live in that.
It's-
He live in that. He comes out
So I was like,
Yeah.
alive.
yep, waiting for that.
He turns into Two-Face from Batman.
Yeah, he don't live that. His eyeballs popped out.
Yeah, it was a pretty gnarly scene though.
I'm waiting on the return of Flynn. That's what I'm waiting on.
Just a whole new
Gets his
show.
whole show. Nothing to
That
do
would
with
be
anything.
sick.
It's just like a
He's just
day in the
driving
life.
around in his Challenger, just
Telling
doing
people to open their
nothing.
doors.
Challenged in a challenger.
Yeah, of course they bought him
that's
the
a good show
Challenger.
name.
Yeah.
Why did they have to buy him the Challenger, bro? Why
I
not
never even
like
put that together.
why not a Camaro for the old fella?
Well, to be fair, he
That's
did
so
try to
funny.
buy him a sick ass. Oh, that is what he bought him.
That
Was
is
that-
yeah.
Oh,
did
that
try-
is what he bought.
He bought him the Challenger, and then
Yeah.
Blew it up in
she
the
was
parking lot.
she was like, yeah, he did do that, and then like you gotta return it, and then once he gave him fuck it mode, he bought him another one.
That's right.
Yeah, weird car to buy a kid with disabilities. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, anyone got anything else, or you want to wrap up?
Bunker, bunker, bunker.
We can wrap up. It's been about an hour.
Yeah.
Wrap it before you tap it, baby.
Bunker.
Yeah.
Valid. All right.
If you're a
someone can go
bitch, got 'em.
Like on
Damn.
Spotify.
McNasty, do the outro because you didn't do the fucking intro,
couldn't do the
pal.
intro.
I did it
to.
for
You
you.
had to have soup. Or, yeah, do it, and it didn't go well.
I knew Dude's
It's
gonna
too
start
late.
dancing to that. A little less talk and a lot more action. Don't go like and download on Spotify. Make sure to use code GOONS for GOONS sub gamer subs GOONS subs.
Wasp
10%
nest.
off. 10% off your order. Download Spotify. Like on YouTube. Leave a comment saying pig knuckle sandwich meat. So we know you would listen this long. Good to this far in the podcast.
Download.
Yeah, that too. Download it. And thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. Until next time. See ya.